Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L, reppin' that star, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the DF Dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stare to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the cowboy jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Watch yours, pour up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5-3 strong. Left a little room cause it's quest for the SIDS. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the number one fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit to the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine. That's because we different. We America's team and we run this. Like Zeke runs circles right at defense. Jerry Jones, that's nonsense. Let the coaches coach. And I'll have a smoke. And I know y'all wanna toast to that.
Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L. DC, that B4L. Reppin' that star, I do it so well. DC, that B4L. DC, that B4L. Reppin' that star.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Yo, in 2020, I've teamed up with my hot boy, Jalen Smith, number 54, to bring you guys some of the most exclusive eyewear known to man. CEV. I mean, everybody's wearing them. Make sure you guys go over to CEVcollection.com today and use promo code CEV West Coast to get yourself a hot boy discount today. What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How are you guys doing on this, what is this, a Mighty Wednesday? It's a Wednesday, right? It's for sure a Wednesday. All right, well, so what's up with you guys? It's your favorite cowboy, West Coast, man. We live in the building. How are you guys doing? Let me say some what's up to some folks I got in the comment box. He says, what's up with your man? He just saw that poor man, LOL, miss young kids. He says, love the beats. Matthew says, did you buy more cereal yet? Man, y'all on my head, man. No, we ain't buying no more Fruity Pebbles. No more Fruity Pebbles. What's up with you, Edie? I see you. Landon, I appreciate you, man. Landon, I see you also. Wayne, what's up with you? E. Kush, I see you. Let's see. Chris, I see you. I see everybody that's up in the comment box. I appreciate everybody. Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know how good we sound. But hey, man, we got a couple things we're gonna talk about on this Wednesday before we get off. And remember, we're gonna do another show later on today. So if you miss it today, don't trip. We will be live later on tonight too. So don't even trip. Xavier says, "What's up, West Coast? Wild Out Wednesday, you know it." My boy said, "You hear me low?" Let me see. All right, you should hear me pretty loud right now, though. How you hear me now? Let me know if you hear me good now. Tell me how you hear me now. How I hear you? You guys hear me good now? Oh, damn, that was loud. I had to turn that down real quick. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you, man. My dog Eddie was my tech dude for the day. You my tech dude for the day. Hey, shout out to my boy Ruben. Hey, I met my boy Ruben. I think we met up at like 10:45 last night. My boy Ruben slid through last night, picked up his jerseys, man. Salute to my dog Ruben sliding through last night, man. What's up with you, man? I always enjoy meeting people in actual life and, you know what I'm saying, shaking hands, meeting friends, you know what I'm saying? Let me turn these seats down a little bit. All right, y'all, we off, man. Let's get this thing popping, man. We're going to talk about a little cowboy talk. We're going to talk about a little things that's going on right now. Hey, you guys, right now we have currently just 5 shares. We got 47 people in the building, man. Can I get everybody to hit your boy West Coast? Give your boy a share one time. Hit that share button. All right, so, yo, the name of this show is – actually, I changed it, but it didn't save it for whatever reason. So the name of this show is called No Preseason. What do we need to – actually, who will be affected? Who will be affected? And what do we need to do next? That's what this show is going to be about. And basically talking about what is the next steps as far as, you know, this no preseason getting off and things like that. My boy Eddie said he shared 2 times. Appreciate you. Xavier said he shared. He says gear on. Happy birthday on number 1 running back. I heard that. Hey, salute to you guys. Hey, we had 800 stars. We had 800 stars trying to get to our first goal of 2,000 stars. Let's go. All right, so, yo, no preseason in 2020. It is official, like a referee with a whistle, gangster with a pistol. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. So we need to kind of talk about what is next, what's up next for the Cowboys. Like, what is the next, not even just up for the Cowboys, just what's next for the whole NFL. Like, what are you going to do to kind of compensate and still make yourself have a damn good camp? Because even though there's no training camp, man, you still got to have a good training camp. You know what I'm saying? You still got to go out there and be productive. Why? Because the football season is coming up and players are going to get paid this year. So, no preseason games. You know, no preseason at all. The first people who I think, honestly, are going to be affected, and I appreciate you, my dog Clifford, for the 50 stars. Hey, I got the sound effects popping too, so let me give you some. I got you some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
A little glory hole for that 50 stars. Hey, man, we currently at 850 stars trying to get to 2,000. Appreciate you. So with the preseason out, you know, who is this going to hurt? The number one person this is really going to hurt is going to be your rookies. You know what I'm saying? The reason why it's going to hurt your rookies is because your rookies, when they come into the NFL, they are able to use the preseason so that they're able to get themselves at least understand the speed of the NFL and the strength of the NFL. Why? Because training camp is different. Why? Because you're playing against the exact same people every single day. So it can give you the illusion that, oh, I've made these steps, but you don't really get to see what you're doing, and you don't really get to understand where you are when you play against other rookies and other people trying to make it into the NFL. So it's like that's where your preseason is. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this, right? Every single year, there are 7 rounds of the NFL draft. We're going to do some simple math real quick, right? We're going to do some simple math. Like, we only got 21 shares, and we got 64 people in here. That means 40 of you guys snuck in the back door. All right, so let's do some simple math real quick, right? Y'all ready? We're going to do some simple math. Get your calculator out, right? 32, because there's 32 people drafted in each round. Times what? Times 7. That's 224 players. 224 players that get drafted into the NFL every single year. 224. Now, on an active roster, there are 53 players on the team. 53. So there's 50. And how many teams are there? There's 32 teams. So it's 32 times 53. That's 1,696. Now, what is what's 224 divided by 1696? You know what that is? 14, almost 15% of your NFL changes every single year with brand new people who have never done this before. You know You know what I'm saying? So those are people who are not going to get acclimated. Then also, remember, there's also undrafted free agents and guys like that. Now, I'm going to tell you this. What actually makes it even more weird is right now in training camp, most of the NFL is rookies and 1 to 2 veteran players. Why? Because everybody has to have at least 80 now it's 80 players on their roster. You know what I'm saying? So that is a lot of people without experience playing in the NFL. That's also a lot of people with 1 year experience in the NFL who are not going to be able to play. So you know what that means? That means your veterans had better step up in 2020. Like 2020 is not going to be the year of the, oh my God, did you see this hot shot rookie do this? Nah, it's not going to be that year of that. The reason why I say that is because, man, you don't even know. This is the thing. Up till right now, all these rookies are being trained either by themselves or they're being trained with they're training with other guys. Why? Because of the way the corona's been set up, you haven't been able to go through your normal off-season things. Like my boy, we were on the line last night with Boss Cowboy, and he brought up a great point. He was talking about, like, you know, one of the things that sold me on Dak Prescott is his improvement in the off-season. You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of that stuff is not able to happen. So it's like, if you're not going to get that growth from a vet, like, why would we then expect to have that growth from a rookie? So I know, you know, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I just want to be more realistic with our expectations of 2020. You know what I'm saying? So my first thing is foremost, man, rookies, y'all going to have to ball out, man. Y'all going to have to ball out in training camp. And I'm going to tell you guys this too. If I'm Coach McCarthy, there's going to be no 7-on-7 in 2020 in training camp. Everything is going to be 11-on-11. The reason being is because I need as many opportunities to see these rookies play in a real life scenario and situation. So for right off the muscle, man, I'm canceling anything that has 7-7s. Canceling it. I don't want it. We're not even going to do it. Why? Because we don't have times to be practicing stuff that's not going to happen in the game. Dak is always going to have pressure. There's always going to be a corner in front of you. There's always going to be a linebacker trying to get to you. There's always going to those things are going to try to happen. So during training camp, man, if I'm Mike McCarthy, I am designating a day. And like my boy Pete Carroll, man, I don't care about y'all. I'm not even get mad if you want, but Pete Carroll is one of my favorite coaches of all time. Why? Because I'm from California and I'm a USC fan, right? Well, Pete Carroll had this thing. What's good, my hitter? I see you. Pete Carroll had this thing called Compete Tuesdays. And basically everything was set up around you individually competing. You know what I'm saying? Competing. You know what I'm saying? And he would do that because guess what? Wednesday and Thursdays they would start preparing for those next games. So we need a designated day where we're going to allow these guys to flat out compete. Like, we're going to learn plays, we're going to get in shape, but you got to have days where it's going to be designated like compete days. Like, we're going to compete. We're going to put this rookie up against Tyron Smith. Why? Because rookie DN, if you get on this field, you're going to be playing a guy that's his level. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have like some compete days, like some flat out days where they just flat out compete. You know what I'm saying? And I like Tuesdays just because it has a nice little ring to it. And also, say you get a guy that steps up in training camp, it gives you the opportunity to move him over. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is how it works on Full Gear. Because of the CBA in 2011, the NFL only allows them to have one padded practice a week. The reason being, injuries. I know everybody wants them to get all gun-ho and be like, yo, this is BS. When I was in high school, I played and I had a face mask that barely worked and my shoulder pad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You were all tough. Well, guess what? This is not the NFL. That's not the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He says, Dub, what it do, Locos? I see you, man. What good? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's not the NFL today. Like, that's not the NFL. These guys hits one time a week. And the reason being is because when you have a 300-pound dude colliding into you, you need to limit how many times that happens. Because no matter how good you are, you're not going to be able to take that in a game and in a regular and in practice every day. So it's just you're not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they only practice in pads and hitting one time a week. You know what I'm saying? And typically they don't even do like they probably should because we had a lot of missed tackles last year. But they don't really do like Oklahoma drills and line. You know that drill that turned a lot of football players into basketball players. When they lay them on the ground and you got to blow the whistle and they get up and they run. Yeah, they don't do that no more. They don't do that in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because of injuries. That's why. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing in the world is to lose a $13 million running back at practice. You know what I'm saying? Or lose a guy that you think is going to help you this way or do that at practice. You know what I'm saying? So the CBA they cut it out. Hey, you guys, we're at 1,200 stars. We're trying to get to 2,000. I appreciate you guys. We're literally 800 away. Clifford, I see emojis. All right, so yeah, man. So yeah, all those drills, they don't do that type of stuff anymore in the NFL. If they even did it, I'm pretty sure they did some gun ho stuff back in the day, but they don't do that stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the NFL now is about conditioning, getting faster, safe tackling. Like they do safe tackling drills where a guy will come at a 90-degree angle and they'll run, and then literally when you get in front of them, they'll chop their feet and then they'll like tackle them around. They do that. You know what I'm saying? And then they do there is hitting when they do 11-on-11 drills. You know what I'm saying? When they do 11-on-11, you know, Zeke and Dak don't get hit, but everybody else, they getting smacked. You know what I'm saying? Everything else coming across that line, they trying to smack you. You know what I'm saying? Chris says, Night Owl Cowboy, Chris Heagland, scouting out to my fam. What up with you, man? West Cowboy, appreciate you, man. Craig, I appreciate you. Hey, man, I'm asking you right now, we got 49 shares, man. We got 49 shares. I'm asking everybody to go back to the front door and hit that doorbell, which is the what? The share button or the star button. If you ain't already hit it, go ahead and hit it for your dog. Please, appreciate you. What's up with you, Craig? Hey, if you're wondering why I never say your name in my live feed, it's because you never hit the like button. What up with you, UK hitter? I see you. You never hit that like button, you never hit that share button, or you don't hit that star button. If you hit either one of those things like Miss Latia just did right now, I will give you a shout-out in my show because I appreciate you. This show is 100% powered by you. Jamal Payman says, I look forward to that next year. Hey, what's up with you, OG? I put your jersey order in 3 days ago, I think, 2 days ago. Whatever day you hit me, I put it in. So I appreciate you, man. Hey, remember, West Coast, we got them jerseys over here for $65. All you got to do is inbox me, and I got you. So, man. This year, 2020, man, veterans are going to have to step up, man. Like, you're going to have veterans step up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need veterans to step up because my expectation for any rookie in 2020 is going to be very low. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why everybody kind of got mad at me yesterday when I said I don't foresee, maybe toward the end of the season, but at the beginning of the season, I don't foresee any team putting up no 40 points. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff that has to go right for you to score 40 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. That's 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 40. Bruh, that's 7 touchdowns a game. Like, I'm curious, like, where do you – like, I love CD. I believe he's going to do everything in a bag of chips. But I don't see 7 touchdowns starting week 1. I just don't see it. That's 7 touchdowns, y'all. 6 if you want to say take off the actually no, that is 7 touchdowns because I didn't even give you the 7 points. That's 6 touchdowns a game. So that's literally going from averaging we were technically averaging 1.9, but you can't average 1.9 touchdowns per game. So 2 touchdowns to 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I believe the Dallas Cowboys need to focus on 2020 is handing that ball off to the best running back in the NFL and making sure that offensive line holds because guess what? Them defenses, they ain't going to want to hit either. They're going to be in the same predicament as us. The only problem is we have Zeke. Everybody don't have a Zeke. So we have that luxury to do that this year. Like, I don't want week 1, week 2, Zeke, Dak throwing for 40 passes, 40, 50 passes. I don't want that. Week 1, 2, 3, and 4. First month of the season, I want boring football. I want Kawhi littered football. I need to get that dang sound bite. Hey, OG, send me that sound bite for Kawhi Leonard. What's up with you, Joe? I see you, man. Out to my Hawaii brother. Hey, we had 2,000. We had 2,000 stars. We trying to get to 3,000. We actually like 900 away, so we moving. Hey, man, I want to see boring Kawhi Leonard football, man. Like, I want it to be executed rightly and correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you this. We are also going to have a guy on our offensive line Joe Looney, I love Joe Looney, but Joe Looney didn't play at all last year. He played well in 2018, and behind him you have Tyler Baez. Now, I think Tyler Baez is definitely the future of the Dallas Cowboys starting offensive line, and to be honest with you, like, I wouldn't even be surprised if toward the end of the season if you start seeing him more. But with no preseason games, you're not going – if they're both healthy, you're going to go with Joe Looney just because he's the vet. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go with him just because he's the vet. So it's like a guy like Tyler Baez, he's not even going to get an opportunity to really win a job, I believe, until like week 3, week 4. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to see decline in the starter. Like, that's something else that preseason doesn't allow you to do. Preseason doesn't allow you to see starters who don't. Like, there are going to be starters who might not get better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see Xavier Woods in preseason. I need to see what is he doing. What's up with you, Jessica? Like, I need to see. Like, what also I don't like is no preseason. It burns my guy like Donovan Wilson, who had 3 interceptions and still didn't get to play in the regular season. So you're going to tell me you're going to let him ball out in preseason and then he not play in the regular season? You know what I'm saying? Now think about this. You're going to have guys who don't have a preseason, so when will you see them play? Also, because of the no preseason, also, rosters are going to go down to 80. Now, people are saying, oh, well, West Coast, that means they're going to lose 10 players. No, it's actually mean they're going to lose 20 because in a regular off season, they take 100 players into training camp. And then they cut 47. So with no preseason games, your roster is going to be 80 now. So you know what that means? That means that 20 guys are going to get cut from every NFL team before they even get in. You know what I'm saying? Because think about this. When we were signing players back in April, we were signing players under the assumption that we were going to have more players. And can I ask you guys a question? Because this makes absolutely no sense. If there is a chance that you could lose players because of the coronavirus, why would you make the roster smaller? Can anybody answer that question for me? If there's a chance that you could lose players because of a cough or a sneeze, why would you make the roster smaller? They say, oh, because of safety. Well, bruh, what in the difference between 80 football players and 90 football players? When you're looking, nothing. There's nothing. There's no difference. There's no difference. My boy Landon said the Dallas Cowboys are looking to bounce back in 2020. Okay, yeah. Optimism resulted in Jason Garrett. Landon, come on, man. Hit me with some 2020 stuff, brother. You know what I'm saying? But I need y'all to think about that for a minute, though. Like, think about that. Just digest that for a minute as you hit that share button. We had 67 shares, man. Y'all know we got to get to 100, man, so let's stop playing, man. We need 43 real Cowboy fans. It's 85 of y'all in here right now. I just need 43, the 43 real ones. Yeah, but that makes no sense, man. Like, if there's a chance that you can lose players, if there's a legitimate chance that you could lose players before the coronavirus, you need to have more players. Like, every team should be able to carry 3 quarterbacks. You want to know why? Because if your starter gets hurt, you're going to have to sign another one anyway. Like, you're going to have to sign another guy anyway. So, like, to me, like, it just feels like they're just shrinking the amount of people they got to pay. Like, in my opinion, that's what it feels like. The NFL's doing everything they can to shrink the amount of players they got to pay. Because going from 90 to 80, that doesn't make any sense. Like, when players are walking to a locker room, 10 extra players is not going to make the difference. And that's the real reason why I say, like, yo, like, they should just cancel the fans in the stands. They should just cancel it. It should be exactly how it is right here behind me right now. Why? Because football is the biggest sport with the biggest teams. So you already got 53 liabilities. Think about this. Because of the corona, the Cowboys are going to have 53 individual water bottles. There will be no more drinking water bottles under the same water bottle. Will be none of that. Something else you got to do. That means you're also going to have 53 towels. Because there will be no more just wiping your face with your towel and then throwing it to Jalen Smith and then him wiping his braids with it. There will be no more of that. You know what I'm saying? There won't be more of that. So it's like just simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if there's no jersey swapping, I'm pretty sure there's no Gatorade bottle swapping. So you know what that also means? That means on timeouts, when you run out on the field, the water guy has to have your bottle. Or maybe they'll do it like the NBA where everybody just brings their own water bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they'll just do it like the NBA. Like everybody can just bring their own water bottle. You just gotta take the tag. You gotta take the labels off the sides or something. Like that's you know what I'm saying? They say they're making fans wear masks at the stadium. I think that was just trying to. I think that should have been kind of obvious. You know what I'm saying? I think fans, you know, fans wearing. I mean, they already got to do that regardless. So I mean, I think that was kind of obvious. That was the obvious thing. What's up with you, Ivan? Appreciate you for the 50 stars.
I want me some glory hole.
Hit you with some glory hole. Hey, you guys, we had 2,800 stars. We literally on to our third goal of 3,000. I appreciate you guys. But, hey, I want you guys to think about that, man. Just small things like that. My boy Scott says West Coast, all fans will be required to wear masks at stadiums this year. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this. You say stadiums with an S. There is only a few stadiums that you're going to even be able to watch games at. Because fans can't watch stadiums in any stadiums in California. So that kills San Francisco. That kills Raiders, Chargers. New York just killed it. New York just said no fans in the stands, so that just kills Giants, Jets, Buffalo. That's 7 teams right there. Philadelphia is already out. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia said there's gonna be fans. That's 9 teams right there. Think about this. As of right now, the Cowboys, Washington's out. Washington D.C.'s out. So that cuts out Washington Redskins, and I can almost guarantee that cuts out Baltimore because for whatever reason, whatever they do, they all do. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised at that. You know what I'm saying? But think about this amazing stat. As of today, the Dallas Cowboys, we're the only team in our division that's technically allowed to have fans in the stands. Think about that. Philly can't have fans. Washington can't have fans. Nor can you have fans in New York. Well, guess what? All our divisions are in those teams. So I would be looking I'm gonna tell you this right now. Philadelphia is not going to allow the Dallas Cowboys to be the only team in the division who has fans. I know I said Washington. Washington don't even know if they're gonna have uniforms. Like they're still focusing on uniforms. They hit me up last week, kind of like, "Hey man, it's the Washington Redskins." Who? You know, man, come on, don't play me, West Coast. All right, what's up, man? Hey, man, we need to get some jerseys. I'm like, all right, how many y'all need? They like, we need like 115 jerseys. I'm like, all right, what's the logo? We don't even know. I'm like, bro, how y'all gonna hit me up and say y'all need new jerseys, Washington Redskins, and y'all ain't even got the logo. Y'all ain't got the logo yet. You know, Dan Snyder like, I know, but we heard you got it on the low. I said, yeah, I know I got them on the low. Hit me back next week. I got you as soon as you get the logo. You know what I'm saying? I told you if it's something stupid, I ain't doing it, though. I'm out. My boy says our fans need to stay at home. Well, I must say Washington who? He says, you think they will let people drone flies over the games and live stream if they do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. NFL games are restricted airspace. And if you do anything crazy in Jerry Jones' world, I need y'all to look up to the sky. And you will see these guys in all black with these long metal of goddamn Call of Duty guns. Jerry Jones has his own snipers. Like, Jerry Jones ain't playing that. No, sir. Not in Jerry world. You know what I'm saying? Having the Super Bowl in Hawaii would be so awesome. I know it would. It would be, huh, Joe? And, Joe, can I ask you a question? Would you report live? Would you risk your life for West Coast, please? Yeah, we need to get the Super Bowl in Hawaii so my dog Joe can go and he can report live from it. So these are my things. So what do you guys thoughts on this no preseason? We had 3,000 stars. We're trying to get to our next goal of 4,000. No preseason games. Who will it hurt? I already told you guys. I think rookies is going to be your number one thing. That also probably the no preseason rule is probably going to help out Michael Gallup if you don't get traded. Why? Because, I think, first off, when they say that a wide receiver is going to get carries, this is what I need you guys to understand. No, CeeDee Lamb is not going to be standing in the backfield as a running back and getting the ball. When they say that he's going to get carries, that means he's going to get the ball behind the line of scrimmage. The reason why I say, because you got to remember, in football, when you get the ball behind the line of scrimmage, even if it is a forward pass, because you can't throw it back. Oh, yeah, you can, because then they got to throw it forward. But if the ball is ever thrown or handed off behind the line of scrimmage, it is considered a rush. That's a rush. You know what I'm saying? Unless you throw it behind the line of scrimmage and then you then throw it. But if you catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage and take off running, that's going to be considered a rushing. That's going to be considered a rushing yard. You know what I'm saying? So what I think they meant on that is jet sweeps, end arounds, simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be your Lucky Whitehead. What they wanted to do with him, he's going to be your. Who was another guy they did a jet? Lucky Whitehead was the number that they did. They did him a lot with him. Oh, Devin Harris. Remember him? Dwayne Harris? He was nice, too. Wide receiver screens, that also means wide receiver screens, too, because if you catch a wide receiver screen behind the line of scrimmage, that does mean that is actually that would be a run. So, yeah, that's what that means. I wrote that down. I just forgot to say it. But, yeah, appreciate you there on that. But, yeah, absolutely. Anything, and y'all know how much I hate wide receiver screens. Like, I hate them. Like, the only person that be doing wide receiver screens is Tariq Hill. That's it. So, all right, so let me see. Let me look at the rest of my notes right here. So the vets got to step up. No preseason game is going to give guys like, guys who we've been looking at the cuts like Dalton Schultz, he might get an extra little look. Why? Because you're going to be less inclined to look at a rookie when you have a vet who knows the system. You know what I'm saying? So Xavier Woods might get a little bit more love now. You know what I'm saying? Rodney says, West Coast, I just inbox Kawhi's laugh. Appreciate you. He says Zeke will lead the ball. Hey, this is my thing, too. I think Ezekiel Elliott needs to be your leading everything weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to tell you why. Because the easiest thing for the Dallas Cowboys to do right now, weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4, is to hand the ball off to Ezekiel Elliott. It's the easiest thing. You know what I'm saying? I love rookies. I love rookie wide receivers. But you know what? A lot of rookie wide receivers drop a lot of footballs. That's just what they do in the NFL. And they usually drop them when they're getting contact. Why? Because they ain't used to getting hit that hard while catching the ball. Michael Gallup dropped 6 his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rookies drop a lot of passes, man. Go look what Jerry Rice did his rookie year. A lot of rookies drop a lot of passes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not expecting the Cowboys, after a pandemic, to go out there and be like, yo, we're about to throw the ball 40 times. They're not going to do that. That's what kind of led me to my first point when I said, do I believe this offense will score 40 points at some point? Yeah, I do. But I don't believe they're going to do it in the first month. Because, 40 points is a passing offense. That's a passing offense. In order for a team to score 40 points, 35 points a game, you are passing the ball. You're throwing the ball, and those are quick scores. Because, when does your offense even have the opportunity to score 6 times? And that's what 40 points is. That is 6 successful touchdown drives. When does a team have that opportunity to do that? That means, and think about this, on average, a team gets the ball 3 times in a quarter, right? 3 times in a quarter. 2 times if you're running the 3 times if you're quick scoring quickly. You know what I'm saying? But drives are usually about 7 to 8 minutes. There's not enough time. That's why I said to score 40 points, you're going to have to score quickly. And the only way you can do that is long passes. Because running the ball, you know what you're going to do? Successful running the ball, you're going to score 24 points because you're going to run so much damn time off the clock. So that's why I'm saying I just want to prepare yourselves. We need to be on some Kawhi Leonard stuff for weeks 1 through 4. Just off the pandemic alone. You know what I'm saying? And think about this. And we had 94 shares. I appreciate you guys. We're trying to get to 100 shares. Can I get 6 more real Cowboy fans? As soon as we do that, we march it, man. I appreciate you. Also, if you like the content, go down to the bottom and hit that like button. We had 3,030 stars. Shout out to my dog Charles for helping me get to that number with his 50 stars. Also, Cedric Bates, appreciate you, OG, for sharing this on your timeline. It's a lot of real goddamn Cowboy fans on there, and I know they're gonna appreciate it. So, if you guys remember, Dak Prescott was 3-0 at the beginning of the season, and he was averaging almost 305 yards per game in the air. You want to know why? You want to know why we were throwing the ball so much? Does anybody want to know why we were throwing the ball so much weeks 1, 2, and 3? You want to know why? Because where was your running back? Where was your running back before season started? He was in Cabo. He was held out. So you know what the Cowboys did? They leaned on the person who was at training camp, and that was Dak Prescott. Once Zeke got up and rolling, they switched it out a little bit. I expect the Cowboys to do that same mentality. Rolling this thing out, flipping it, though, and rolling it under Ezekiel Elliott. The reason why is the exact same thing I said a couple minutes ago. The easiest thing for the Cowboys to do right now, or any team to do, is to hand the ball off to a running back. I don't know if Zeke wasn't out of shape. Somebody don't hit that. Zeke wasn't out of shape. He was not in football shape, but he was not out of shape. But I'm going to tell you this, unless you're getting hit, you can't get in football shape unless you're at training camp. But he wasn't out of shape. He was out of football shape. Like, you can only get in football shape playing football. Like that contact on your body. Like if your body ain't been hit in 6 months and then you just get out there and somebody blow you up, it's gonna take a minute for your body to react. You know what I'm saying? Where normally the muscle memory kicks in and you get hit and you just bounce because you used to it. That's why you see football players, they do that drill when they walk and they have somebody just hit them with a bag. Bow, bow, bow. This is because they're teaching their body to absorb the impact and muscle memory, the fact that you're always taking hits so you can just continue to run. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Zeke was in shape, but he just was not in football shape. Like, man, imagine going 100% and going in 1 yard. You're one dude going 100% and meeting somebody at a line of scrimmage going 3 dudes going 100%. That's a lot of energy getting exerted. You cannot simulate that. You know what I'm saying? You can't there's nothing you can do to simulate that except for play football. Kerry says the first 3 games this year are not going to be against the Giants, Redskins, Dolphins. We got to come out with it. I mean, it isn't. But, the first 3 games in this season are going to be against teams that are going to allow you to be successful and run the ball. So, I mean, I don't see why the Cowboys can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, this is my thing, man. I'm off the because I know there'll be people that just want to – if you going to disagree, provide me a new solution. That's all I'm asking. Because a lot of times we go back and forth, and I feel some folks just want to disagree. But I do this. If you disagree, provide a solution in the comment box because that's what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, Cowboys going to run the ball. Like, we should run the ball. The way your offense is set up, you still have 29% of your cap going to your offensive line. Ezekiel Elliott is taking up another 11%. So you know what that is? That's 40% of your cap going to running the ball. Dak only takes up, with his 31, he only takes up 14% of the cap. You know what I'm saying? You have 40% of the money that you spend every year into running the ball. We need to hang our hat on that. Like, we need to hang our hat on that. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Dak, I'm going to tell you this. If I'm Dak, I'm handing the ball off to Zeke. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why I'm going to hand the ball off to Zeke. Because I already showed the Dallas Cowboys that I can individually have a great season and individually play like a top 5 quarterback, and you will discredit all of it from not making the playoffs. So if I'm as Dak Prescott, I want my stats, but I've already proven myself in the NFL. What I need to prove is that I'm willing to do absolutely anything it takes to wheel this team to the next level. And you know what that means? That means controlling the clock. I'm going to control the clock. You know what I'm saying? When you have Ezekiel Elliott, one of the luxuries of having Ezekiel Elliott is controlling the damn clock. We have never used Zeke in that fashion. We use Zeke to exert our power and our strength on you. Oh, you're a defensive line that think you can't stop us? Well, here's some Zeke. No, we need to use Zeke to grind and meticulously eat that damn clock. What does that mean? very, very, very long drives. Like a perfect game for me for the Dallas Cowboys is win the opening kick, the opening flip of the kick, right? Win the coin toss. Put your offensive line, put your offense on the field first. Take a drive 16, 15 plays, right? Give the ball back to the opposite team with 3 to 2 minutes left in the first quarter. That's what you want to do. Like, that's what you want to do when you have Ezekiel Elliott. I don't give a damn about CeeDee Lamb being a rookie of the year. I don't care about that. Like I don't care about none of that. I don't care about his individual accolades. I don't. Not in 2020. Why? Because you're a rookie, bruh. What I want CeeDee Lamb to do is make the next steps athletically. Like, make it so that I can consider walking away from one of these expensive receivers in the next couple years. But yeah, man, I'm not tripping on CeeDee Lamb. I'm sorry. Like, in order for CeeDee Lamb to get Rookie of the Year, that means he's probably going to have better stats than, like, the wide receivers that are in the class. And I'm sorry, I don't want CeeDee Lamb to have better stats than Amari Cooper. And to be honest with you, the way it's set up, I really don't even want him to have better stats than Michael Gallup. Because if he do, Michael Gallup, like, if Michael Gallup is the Rookie of your year, if CeeDee Lamb is the Rookie of the Year, freaking Michael Gallup is gone. He going to be gone anyway, though. Just keeping it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. 2020, it's about winning a Super Bowl. It's not about CeeDee Lamb getting a Rookie of the Year. It's not about Zeke leading the league and passing and rushing. It's not about Dak, running up the scoreboard so he can get up. No. It's about being desperate and doing whatever the hell you got to do to win a game. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you look at the teams that we're playing right out the gate, we're going to have to run the ball, man. Rams, we're going to have to run the ball, bruh. Seattle, we're going to have to run the ball. Who that week 3 team? Go look at that defense week 3. We're going to have to run the ball. And the safest thing to do, honestly, when you're playing against that Rams secondary that has Jalen Ramsey in the back there, and you also, then the very next week, week 2, we got week 2 we got Atlanta. Week 3 you got Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, those are going to be games where you might not necessarily want to throw the ball. You want to run the ball. And I'm going to tell you guys this right here. We need to get back to teams looking at Zeke and saying, we have to do everything we have to do to stop him. I'm going to tell you why. Because Dak lit the league up last year. And we went 8-8. I'm sorry, man. I tried that already. I tried that route. How about we do this? We did it last year where we put everything toward the pass and everything was this, and we had the 1,000-yard receiver and the 1,000-yard receiver, and we had the 840-yard receiver. We did that. It didn't work. I mean, I don't know how many times. I'm not the type of guy that got to do stuff over and over to realize it didn't work. Like, that's not what the NFL is about anymore. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, it puts tickets in the stands. But you're an 8-8 team. I'm cool. While all these other boring teams are handing the ball off to running backs who are not nearly as good as Zeke. And guess where they're going? To the AFC Championship game. The reason that people look at Zeke and they say he might be the best running back, they don't definitively say he is because of the way we use him. Not because of Zeke.
Do I have a witness here? And I really don't know what you're going through this morning.
There's no way in hell that somebody can fix their mouth to say that Derrick Henry is in the same classroom as Ezekiel Elliott. But you want to know why they can? Because the team knows what they have. We don't know that, we don't really know what we had. We knew what we had in 2016, but for some reason, we've just lost that allure of what Ezekiel Elliott is. We went to having Ezekiel Elliott wanting to be the new Emmitt Smith to everybody saying, oh, well, Dak doesn't throw 50 touchdowns. What the hell? How is he going to throw 50 touchdowns with Ezekiel Elliott? What the hell? What is that? That makes no sense to me. Where did we change? Why did we draft this kid in the fourth overall for him to not be the fingerprint of this team? Like, we have more invested in Zeke than anybody. You want to know why? Because I didn't give up my 2015 football season to get Dak. I gave up my 2015 season to get that young man. I will never get that back. You will never get that back. And this is my thing too, y'all. Zeke don't even need, I've already told y'all, right? I don't even care about Zeke in the 1,600 yards, 1,700. I don't want Zeke to be used that much. I don't. Because I want Zeke to be my running back for the next 4 years. So honestly, with me, 1,200 yards. But this is the caveat. 1,200 yards, I need 15 touchdowns, bruh. 15, 16 touchdowns. They say, why can't Zeke? Man, he ain't going to score every game. Why not? Why not? Why can't he? You're going to tell me you don't get into the red zone one time a game and you can't hand the ball off one time? You can't design one red zone drive to get that man that's in the end zone? If you can't fire the offensive coordinator, fire him. Like, that would be the standard. If Zeke does not score at least one touchdown a game, you're fired. You're fired, bro. You want to know why? Because that lets me know you don't know what you're doing. If I'm going to have to depend on this young man throwing 40 balls, like, I'm going to tell you this. If Patrick Mahomes had Ezekiel Elliott, he wouldn't have 50 touchdowns. And I'm going to tell you this also. He wouldn't be throwing the ball 40 to 50 times a game either. He wouldn't be. Ezekiel Elliott, 1,200 yards. I already told y'all this, man. 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. I'll give him one. I'll give him one game where you miss it. I'll give you one game where you miss it. In college, he did it. In college, he scored every game. In college, he scored every single game. Honestly, my boy Rodney says our former coaching staff got caught up in the hype of passing, exciting along with the NFL scoring. I'd be happy with Zeke having 1,100 yards and 15 touchdowns. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. That's why when people be like, oh, Todd Gurley fell off, I'm like, bro, he had like 13 touchdowns last year. Now you're taking that 13 touchdowns over there with Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Matt Ryan? How does somebody fall off with like 13 touchdowns? I don't get that. How many touchdowns Zeke had last year? How he fall off? They people say the eye test. Oh, the eye test. Like, bruh, if Zeke has 15 touchdowns in an NFL season, the Dallas Cowboys are winning a lot of games. You want to know why? Because there are games last year where he didn't even have a touchdown, and we still lost by 3. Oh, I'm not talking about the Saints game. Am I talking about the Saints game? I don't know. Am I talking about the Saints game? Yes, there were games last year that Zeke didn't even have a touchdown, and we lost by 3. You know what I'm saying? So imagine this. Imagine if Ezekiel Elliott scored one touchdown in every game last year, we're a playoff team. We're probably 12-4. You're probably 12-4. Because I can think of 3 games right now that he didn't score in and we still lost by less than like 7. My boy said if he has 1,600 yards, I guarantee he's going to get 15 touchdowns. Not necessarily. Because yards don't predicate touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you guys, like the reason why I want Zeke's yards down is because I want his usage down. Like, you're not going to see there's no running back that's getting 1,600 yards every single year. Like, and your carries are going to have to be like 350 carries. I want Zeke at like 300 carries. Like with Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Jarwin, Zeke don't need 1,600 yards. Let Zeke get 1,100 to 1,200 yards and let that 500 yards go to Jarwin. You know what I'm saying? Let them go to Jarwin. Let Jarwin get them yards. And you guys also got to remember this too. I know it's hard to think of right now, but with Blake Jarwin, you're going to have another person who's going to need the ball. My boy says we can rush Zeke 2 out of 3 to Pollard's 1 to 3. Let Pollard give. No, absolutely not. Y'all think way too highly of Tony Pollard at running back. I'm sorry. Y'all think way too highly of him. Like, Tony Pollard's a good kid, but he needs to go to a slot. Zeke is making $14 million. The only person that needs to give Zeke a break is a timeout. That's it. Or pass block. Go pass block. Like, man, you're making $14 million, bruh. No, absolutely not. Dak making $31 million. Who gets to come and give him a water break? Like, no. It's not how it works. No, not at all. I'm 100% against that. Zeke don't need to share carries with nobody but Zeke. Ezekiel Elliott should carry carries with himself. That's it. $14 million, rumored to be the single-handedly best running back in the NFL. No, he should be running the ball, period. I'm a pretty damn good cook, but if you come to my house, you're going to get the best. My wife's going to cook, period. Hey, we had 3,500 stars. We trying to get to 4,000, y'all. We literally 500 away. He says, Zeke, I believe, can be the next 200-yard season rusher. I believe he can too, but it won't happen. Zeke will never rush for 2,000 yards. Want to know why? Because there's no benefit. Like, what does Zeke get for rushing for 2,000 yards? He's already paid. Like, what did Adrian Peterson get? You get your name in the record books. Zeke's going to already be in the record books. Like, I'm going to keep it real. The only way a running back is going to get 2,000 yards is if he's on a sorry team. And they just keep handing the ball off to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? He says, but as fans, we want to see Zeke rush for 100 yards each game. Wouldn't that be 1,600 yards? I don't want to see Zeke rush for 100 yards every game. So you, as fans, we need to focus on Zeke scoring touchdowns. Because I'm going to ask you guys, what do yards do for you? Nothing. That's what I say. Like, as fans, we need to switch our focus. We focus on the wrong thing. We focusing on yards. Who cares? Zeke could have 900 yards. I'm going to tell you this. If Zeke rushed for 900 yards and get you 17 touchdowns, he's going to probably be a league MVP candidate. Want to know why? Because that's what the league cares about, touchdowns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my boy says, he says that would be nice, but even Zeke's going to need a breather at some point. I don't necessarily think Zeke's going to need a breather at some point because we're not handing the ball off to Zeke on every game and every snap. So on average, we run 65 plays. Zeke gets the ball. He's not rushing 30 yards. He's not rushing the ball 30 times. The reason why Zeke needed a backup last year is because he missed training camp, y'all. Like, was Zeke doing that in 2016? No. No. Who was Zeke's backup in 2016? Alfred Morris. How much did he play? Not a lot. Who was his backup in 2017? I think it was Rod Smith. He played when he got suspended. Like, bruh, third year. What happened? I mean, come on, man. The only, like, third year. Who played for Zeke's third year? I think it was Rod Smith again. But, bro, the only reason why Zeke was tired last year is because he did not go to training camp. Like, he's going to training camp this year, so there will be no Zeke tapping his head. Like, Zeke is not Jesus. The only person I know who can miss training camp and then just go and then just be fully healthy is Jesus, and he don't play no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zeke is still a human. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was just the human side of him not going to training camp. You know what I'm saying? You can only do so much with workout buddies. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. Tony Pollard needs to move to slot. The reason being is because as a backup running back last year, he was on the field for an average of 8 to 9 plays. 8 to 9 plays. Right? Who was your slot last year? Randall Cobb. Guess how many plays he was on the field for? On average, 35 to 40 plays. Now, does that mean he got the ball? No. But it does mean he's on the field. And guess what? If you're not even on the field, you can't get the ball, bro. So my thing is this. Do you want to see Tony Pollard on the field for 8 to 9 plays? Or do you want to see him on the field for maybe not 35 to 40? We ran a lot of 3 wide receiver set last year. But do you want to see him, I mean, at least 25, 30 times on the game? I would. Like, I would. You know what I'm saying? My boy Joe Tonight says, I remember one season. Yeah, Emmitt Smith has a gold jacket, too, because of that. Emmitt Smith is the one. He says, your brain is a appreciate you, Eddie. Hey, I'm going to tell you, Emmitt Smith is really the one that really changed my mind, my views on Ezekiel Elliott. When I went and looked at Emmitt Smith and I saw how many touchdowns he was scoring, I was like, oh, my God. Like, I love Zeke, but he's not doing enough in the touchdown era. Like, I don't even care about the yards no more. Like, I don't even care. Bro, I need Zeke to score touchdowns. Like 86 yards a game, 86 yards with, like, think about this. If Zeke averaged 85 yards and 1 touchdown, what's 85 times 16? $85 yards a game and 1 touchdown a game, you know what that is? That's 1,360 yards. You would look at that and be like, yeah, that's a really good game. Think about that. Imagine if Zeke gives you 85 yards and 1 touchdown a game. You know what that is? That's 1,360 yards and 16 touchdowns. Zeke will probably be your league MVP. From the running back position, he'll probably be your league MVP. Or at least your offensive weapon of the year. Like, easily. With stats like that, easily. Touchdowns win games, man. Who cares about yards? Like, think about this. Yards don't even get you paid because they didn't get Dak paid. Like, if I'm Dak, I'm like, bro, I need to throw more touchdowns. I don't care about the yards. Amari Cooper, I love y'all, but I'm throwing the ball to who gets in the end zone. And that's why I believe that Blake Jarwin is going to lead your team next year in touchdowns. Why? Because at the end of the day, he is Dak Prescott's trash man. You know what I'm saying? In the Giants game where Dak Prescott's weapons, Amari Cooper and Amari Cooper and Zeke did not play. Who was his next guy? It wasn't Michael Gallup. It was Jarwin. It was Jarwin that had 3 touchdowns. Or 2 touchdowns. Was it 3 against them? Like, think about this. In every game, and isn't it amazing that in the trash games that they don't play Zeke, who becomes Dak's new guy, the guy that he throws the ball to? Freaking Blake Jarwin. Like, he throws it to Blake Jarwin. So, I mean, that's like, in all actuality, I think Blake Jarwin has an opportunity to probably get you 10 touchdowns this year. Because in and around the end zone, he's going to do a better job getting open. And Blake Jarwin has that I sniff the red zone every time I touch the ball type of guy. That's how he got them 2 touchdowns against the goddamn Giants. 3. Yeah, it was 3. And they were all trash plays. He didn't score off of one play that was designed for him. Every play was Dak looking over here, third read. Like, bro, if you're scoring off of a third read, oh, yeah, your quarterback loves you. Because you know what that means? That means I was almost about to get sacked and you saved me. Hey, y'all, we had 3,500 stars. We trying to get to 4,000. We literally 500 away. Yeah, he did. He got 3 in the same game. He got 3 in the exact same game. Now, a lot of people are asking me, okay, so West Coast, if you don't have Tony Pollard as your backup running back, who's going to be your backup running back? Well, we brought in a guy who's pretty damn nice. My boy Darius Anderson, 5'11", 208 pounds. Pretty solid, productive guy in college. You know what I'm saying? Pretty productive guy. Had about 900 yards rushing the ball. TCU is not a team that really rushes the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? They're a team that's more spread offense. They like to spread the ball and throw it a lot. So him to get 900 yards in that type of offense, pretty amazing. Also has kick return ability. He's a heavier running back. He runs with his weight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Darius Anderson. So if you're asking me who should be a backup running back, I can see a guy like that. But Tony Pollard, I want him on the field more. Like, putting Tony Pollard as a backup running back is a waste. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying a NASCAR and using it as a carpool car. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a NASCAR that can go 202 miles per hour, and you're going to drive it in the carpool lane. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put some Daytons on it, you know what I'm saying? And drive slow. That's not what you do with that type of car. And that's the same thing I feel about Tony Pollard. It's like, yeah, Tony Pollard can be a backup running back, but you're wasting the best ability of him. Tony Pollard is best when he's getting the ball in space. That's the reason why he was able to return 7 kick returns for touchdowns in college, tying the NCAA record. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why, because he's really good in space. Guys who are really good in space, you want them to catching the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's why Lamar Jackson, they didn't say, oh, we thought he could be a running back in the NFL. They said, no, we think he can be a receiver. Why? Because that dude is nasty in space. You know what I'm saying? Number one thing Blake Jarwin has to improve on is he does got to improve on the run blocking, though, because as a tight end, starting tight end in the NFL, you're going to be doing more blocking than you're going to do anything else. Because you're either going to be pass blocking, you're going to be run blocking. Joe Trentina says our offense needs to bounce back from a very disappointing after we had a great defense in 2018. Honestly, man, it's not even about bounce back, man. We just need to win games. Like, this is going to be a year where it's going to be some ugly wins, y'all. Like, there's going to be no preseason games. So it's like, where are you guys expecting for these guys to, like, figure it all out at practice? Like, I think we need to I think we need to get more desperate. Like, some of us want us to win a Super Bowl, and we want us to win it a certain way. You need to get more desperate. Like, I don't give a damn how we do it. We just need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what teams who win Super Bowls think, who are desperate. We need to be desperate. Like, I don't care about us scoring 40 points as long as we score one more point than the opposite team. You know what I'm saying? That's what 2020 is going to be about, because the corona and this pandemic and everything else, and you ain't even going to have fans in the stand. So as much as we might say, oh, fans don't matter, they can still do it. Players have never done this before, except for in games that don't matter. Like, think about that. The only time they have played games in front of fans is when they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot being thrown in this pot. And we can't just assume that it's going to taste exactly like last year's NFL. You just can't. The ingredients are totally different. All you got to do is add one more pinch of salt and it tastes different. Well, guess what? Everything is different. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, we need to get more desperate, man. Like, we need to get more desperate. This offense needs to do whatever they got to do to win. Kawhi Leonard, whatever you got to do. That means run the ball 40 times, run the ball 40 times. You know what I'm saying? Let's just win these games, man. And I'm going to tell you guys this. With no fans in the stands, you could be as boring as you want to. You know what I'm saying? My boy said he wants to see blowouts. You ain't going to go play Madden. You ain't going to see a lot of blowouts in 2020, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be a lot of blowouts in 2020. Hence the reason we got 3 kickers on our team right now, working them all out. Games are going to be really close next year. You know what I'm saying? I feel that they'll be a little bit better toward the end, but realistically, bro, you're going to have preseason weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's what's going to happen. With no preseason, you're going to have preseason in the regular season. And then let's not even forget about all the injuries that happen in preseason. Why? Because people are getting hit for the first time. Then on top of that, let's not forget about the corona. They had 59 players test in the morning, and then later on by the end of the day, it was up to 95. Like, think about this. They started off with 59, and these are rookies. 59 rookies tested positive. By the end of the day, it was up to 95. So there's going to be a lot of moving parts in 2020. So just the thought of us saying, oh, we got CD, let's go, we're going to score 40 points a game, I'm going to be like, what, how? Where is the 6 touchdowns? Where's the 4 touchdowns? I'm talking about 6. Where are the 4 other touchdowns coming from? I can help y'all get to 40, though, by telling you if you want to score 40 points a game, your running back's going to have to at least score 1 of those touchdowns every single game. Then you're going to need your tight end to get you a touchdown, and you're going to need one of your receivers to get you a touchdown every single game. My boy said 95 was personnel, 59 players was verified that yesterday. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, man, 95, the personnel and players, they're counting players. You get to, what happens when that number gets over to like 150? It's a pretty big number, man. They shut the whole NBA down overall at like 7 players. Think about this. If 59 players tested positive 5 months ago, they would have shut the NFL down. Because they shut the NBA down over like 7 players. Oh, that's crazy. Thank God they didn't do them tests 3 months ago. If they would have did them tests 3 months ago, we would have no NFL season right now. The only reason why we still going is because people are more tolerant of it now. When you see the word 59, you're like, okay, yeah, all right, that's not so bad. 4 or 5 months ago, if the NFL would have said they got 59 players, there would be no season right now. Like, there would be no season. You know what I'm saying? My boy said, let's not forget we did not last season, so hopefully we can still do well the first 3 weeks. Talking about Ezekiel Elliott. Kerry says, you're right, West Coast. Appreciate you, man. He says, you're right. I'm 58 years old and take blood pressure pills. David said it's gonna be weird seeing a game-winning touchdown drive with no fans. I mean, as long as that music is piped up pretty good, the players should still feel it. The number one thing that we want to make sure that, and look at time out. Let me let y'all know something. We gonna have fans, because they have not banned the Cowboys from not having fans, and Jerry Jones is not saying that he's not gonna sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else might not have fans, but since we America's team, we gonna have fans. You know what I'm saying? America's team gets fans in they stands. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story. The Dodgers are charging $115 to put a picture of yourself in the stands. If y'all don't think they're going to make money off this, you are smoking crack. Hey, y'all, we had 3,600 stars. We trying to get to 4,000. But I'm serious, y'all. If y'all don't think that they're going to find a way to make money off this, you are smoking crack. I said $110 for what? To put my picture? I'm like, bro, Dodger tickets are $30. How the hell am I going to pay $100 to put my picture in the stadium? That make no dang sense. And guess what? Folks doing it. The real Dodger fans. I guess I'm not me. That's just not me. Now, if they say West Coast pay $100, get your picture put in the stand, I say, God dang, give me get two. I need one for me. I need one for my wife. I got to have my kids in there, too. Yeah, I'm saying. My boy says, I don't care. We got players announcing and refs on the field. Let's play football. He said, I don't care. We got players, announcers, and refs on the field. Let's play some football, man. And Droz, yeah, but they got to figure out a way to protect these dudes, man. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have marquee players not play. And I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. If I had like $60, $70 million in my account, I would probably be making that decision too. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got a lot of money in your account, when you win the lottery, what's the first thing people say they not doing? I ain't going to work. Nope, I ain't going to work. Well, imagine this. They're NFL players. They got millions of dollars in their account, and it's a virus out there pinching people in the butt. You know what I'm saying? You know what they're going to say? That easy makes it very, very easy to be like, yep, I ain't going to work. Not going to work, y'all. He says, Patrick Walker said last night, Antoine Woods is not a good place with Cowboys because they brung Poe and the other guys drafting Gilmore. And your thoughts? This is my thing, right? Y'all know Antoine Woods is my dog, man. Know that dude personally. I did all his events for LA when he came out here. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. Unless somebody can show me conversation of them talking to him, I say everything is an assumption. And to be honest with you guys, like, Antoine Woods is in a good place with the Cowboys because he does have a contract with them. So it's like I don't really care. You know, I'm not really big on like who liking and who loving. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you guys. The way Cowboys have been doing players, I don't think anybody's in a good place with the Cowboys. Guess what? Your quarterback's not in a good place with Cowboys. You know why? Because they franchise tagged him. That's just kind of people that we play. That's just kind of the people we play with. Like, that's just how Jerry Jones is. Jerry Jones is an owner that's going to get what he needs, he's going to piss on you. Then when he gets what he wants, he's going to shower you with water. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jerry Jones does. He did it to Zeke. He did it to D-Law. He did it to Tony Romo. He did it to Dak Prescott. Like, that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't knock, Woods for feeling a type of way. But one thing I know about this is Woods is better than Poe. He's not better than McCoy, but he is better than Poe. So it's like, if I'm Woods, I ain't tripping. Like, Woods is on an exclusive rights contract. I've already accepted the fact that my dog might not be here next year, so I just want him to eat. You know what I'm saying? I just want my dog to eat. You know what I'm saying? He did it to Emmitt Smith. It took Charles Haley throwing a helmet at Jerry Jones to get Emmitt Smith paid. Threw a helmet at his head after they lost their second game. That same week, Jerry Jones brought in Emmitt Smith and signed him, who was holding out. People try to say, oh, Emmitt Smith wasn't holding out. Bro, you signed a 4-year contract. You had only played 3 years. You were holding out. I don't want to hear it. Sorry, Emmitt. We all know how to count. Thoughts on Michael Bennett retiring? Is he an unofficial a Cowboy? No. He going to retire as a Seahawk. He even said that. He said he wanted to retire as a Seahawk. My boy said, sad day. All right, y'all. So, hey, man, I appreciate it for rocking with us, man. We got up to 3,000 stars. Our goal today was 4,000. We're about 400 stars away. If you want to hit that star button, I appreciate you guys. But more importantly, man, you guys already know what it is, man. Never look down because the